YouTube, back with another one, man. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. This is my opinion. I love, if you think any different, you can comment it. I love it for you, but the title of this video is How Religion Breeds Complacency. If you don't know what complacency is, it's being wherever you're at in life right now, you're fine with being there. You're complacent. You're cool with whatever situation is going on. You're cool with the way the world is going. You know what I'm saying? So, with dealing with religion, man, the whole aspect of religion, other than control, in my opinion, is giving a way of life, giving a book to follow. I didn't want to use book, but giving I don't know what type of word I'm trying to look for, but you're giving a way of life to live. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, I think is honestly for control is to make you complacent and just have hope. Hope doesn't get anyone anywhere. Dedication and hard work is what gets you there. Hope is not gonna help you. Hoping is, oh, please God, do this for me, instead of I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna also pray, and this is the thing, I believe in God. The way I see God is the consciousness that created this world, created me and you. That is what God is. You can't really go so deep in it because it can drive you crazy. And religion has given easier ways to identify God, because without that, if you want to keep going deeper and deeper, it's like it'll just drive you crazy, because God is unmeasurable. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't even measure that with the human mind. Gotta make sure I don't pass my exit 35. But yeah, and I just realized, bro, the things that go on in the world, the reason they don't talk about it as much and aren't forced to change things is that's because people, oh, I'm gonna just pray to God about it. Oh, I'm gonna pray to God. When God is not gonna just answer your prayers. Like, you have to be living that way. Your actions have to match up with what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? You create that reality. You can't ask God to give you this reality. You know what I'm saying? That you're trying to be, because if you constantly asking, you'll be asking forever. Slaves was praying to God, and that shit ain't fucking help. But yeah, man, like, if it works for you, that is beautiful, that is great. But if we use logic and science to question reality, to question our life, that's the only truth. You know what I'm saying? Is science and nature, what you can discover by the scientific method. You know what I'm saying? If you use the scientific method in life, you can't lose, in my opinion. But with all that being said, God has given us the earth, has given us things to create with. So, develop your natural abilities, your intellect, your strength, your pulchritude. You know what I'm saying? Develop these things about yourself, so you can live as humans should. I don't think I'm perfect and right about everything, but the reason I feel so strongly about the things I do is because I realize it's a it's a natural, the way that I think is natural. I think natural. And so with me thinking naturally, I'm able to connect to God in a deeper level than certain individuals that have a unnatural way of thinking. Because the way that the world is ran now, it is based off of something going totally against nature. It's not based off of nature. Certain aspects are still based off of nature, and nature still rules. But they're trying to replace nature with their ideologies, with their indoctrinations. So and really, man, I made a video just talking about this, bro, but stay on that path, bro. People will try to throw you off. People will try to take your light, and they might not be doing it with those intentions, but only you know what you need to do. Only you can tell you what to do. Only you can make those decisions on how you're going to live your life. Only you can take those steps. But grow. Realize, who am I at the core? Realize that with me being on this planet, I am a piece of God. I just told one of my family members this. Think about it. If you cut your arm off, that is not just the arm, that's a piece of you. So if God created us, we are a piece of God. We are God in a sense. If you have a piece of paper and you rip it, it's an individual's piece, but it's still a piece of paper from that original piece of paper. It's still the paper. So we're still God. So, and when I say God, that doesn't mean you can control other people's reality. The people who run the planet right now have indoctrinated and turned humanity upside down with their psychological thinking. And it's honestly sad. It's honestly sad. I just know who I am, and I know where I'm going, and I know how I'm gonna get there. And I realize I can't just sit around and hope. Hope won't do shit.